Well, hello, and welcome back. I finally believe I have some reception for you guys. So we're going to try this again. Third time is a charm. So we are going to do some envisioning for our week coming up because today is Sunday, and so tomorrow's Monday, and it starts the new week. And as we start the new week, we want to envision what we want our week to look like, because without a vision, you just perish. Yep, you just perish into nothing. And so, if you don't want to perish into nothing, you need to envision what you want your week to look like. Hey, John, welcome. All right, guys, before we start this quick project, which is very, very powerful, I want to just I don't want to assume that you know who I am. Drop a 1 down below if you've never been to any of my live streams. Just drop a 1 down below. And while you're doing that, I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Joy. I'm a certified synergistic kinesiologist, which means I do muscle testing on people to see where they're storing emotional toxins and emotional wounds within their body and energetic fields. I'm also a certified sports nutrition coach, certified personal trainer, author of a book called R3 Diet, which stands for Reverse, Retrain, Rebuild Your Body and Mind, and a speaker. I like to speak to help with the transformation process. I love freaking nature. Nature therapy is powerful. All you're doing when you go out in nature therapy is you're connecting your imperfections to the perfections of nature, because they don't resist. We're people. We're humans. We resist. We fight change. We fight growth. We fight love. We fight peace. We fight health. We fight a lot of different things. However, when you connect with nature and its perfection and it does not resist, it just allows, then what that does is it causes you to allow. It causes you to allow in everything that is good for you and in alignment with you. The answer to a problem you've been just wrecking your brain over for about a week or two, you'll get the answer in clarity. And that's why sometimes when it comes to nature, it doesn't have to be all pretty. It doesn't have to be blue skies, green grass. Do you realize it can just be a different ambiance? So if you're always in one area, as far as where you work, where you live, where your hobbies are, just to hop in the car and go on a quick staycation, 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away, 1 hour away, and step out of your car into an area that you're not familiar with is very, very powerful. Thank you, John. Yes, it is Happy Sunday. No problem, Victoria. So I have a message for you guys today. You're right. I normally am never on here on the weekend, but I'm popping in to do just like a quick, we're going to do some visioning in a second. And so that's really powerful. But I just wanted to say that that's what you can do. If you're always in the same areas and you're always seeing the same things, sometimes you can just, the answer is stuck. The answer is there, but it's just stuck. So in order for it to flow, in order for you to even help it to flow, all you have to do is go into a different ambiance, go into a different space that you normally are not in. And all of a sudden, it tricks the brain, because the brain is like, whoa, instead of it focusing on worries or focusing on the past or focusing on the future, it just stays in the present. And that's where the answer is. The answer is in the present. If you heard my last live stream, I talked about the answer being in the present. So that's what happens when you go to a place that you're not familiar with. It throws the brain off, and the brain doesn't say, it's not in subconscious mode where it's like, oh, I know where they're at. They're at work. They're about to go to their desk. They're about to grab the pen. They're about to open up the drawer. They're about to pick up the phone. Like, that's when it's in subconscious mode, and all it's doing is reacting to your normal patterns, to your normal behaviors. I'm going deep today. I didn't even plan on going this deep. I'm doing like a freaking Monday through Friday type live stream right now, and I'm not even supposed to be going this deep. I'm supposed to be chilling back, scaling back a little bit, but that's okay. I go wherever I'm led. And if I'm led to go in this direction, I'm going to stinking go in this direction for a minute. I'm going to park it here for a minute. So that's what happens. But now, if you want it to be different, if you want the answer to come to you, if you want to solve a problem, if you want to speed up the process of something you're trying to accomplish, go to an unfamiliar place. Go to an unfamiliar place, preferably outdoors, and just watch how fast the answer comes to you. Watch how fast the solution comes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and envision, which is what I planned on us doing today. We're going to go ahead and do a quick envisioning, and this is the best way to plan your week. What some people do to plan their weeks, which is okay, but it's not optimal, is they may grab their Franklin Covey or whatever calendar they use and their pen, and they start writing down their to-do list. Okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, I need to do that. But that's not what we're going to do, because that's not the best way to plan your week. That's planning your week with kind of like making you feel like a freaking robot, that I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that. And when you plan your week like that, it kind of robs you of energy versus feeding you energy. It kind of robs you of energy. So what we're going to do today is we're going to envision our week. And the first way we want to envision our week is starting off by who do we want to serve? Who do we want to serve? And so there may be groups of people we want to serve. If you're married, I highly recommend you have your spouse at the top of the list. If you have spirituality, I highly recommend you have God at the top of the list. If you have children, I highly recommend you have your children at the top of the list. These are people and that you want to serve. And then you may have things with if you own a business, your clients or your customers or your patients. Those are people who you want to serve. And if it's something within your community or your charity, those are people who you want to serve. So you always want to start off your envisioning with who you want to serve. After you've written down who you want to serve, the next thing is, what do you want to experience? Look at this bird. It's big. Oh my gosh, it's so big. It's coming right this way. So after you do that, you want to focus on, what do you want to experience? Okay, if you want to experience nature therapy, where are 3 places you can go to get your nature therapy? If you are planning to work out and that's part of what you want to experience, where are you going to work out? When are you going to work out? With who? Are you going to work out with somebody else? You have a partner? Some people work well with having a partner where you're going to say, okay, we are going to meet at this time and we're going to meet at this place. All right, great. Some people do better just in group fitness where they're like, okay, I'm going to work out and I'm doing boot camp or I'm doing CrossFit or whatever. Some people do very well when they have a one-on-one personal trainer where they have that one-on-one attention and accountability. And so who are you working out with? Where are you working out? The next thing that you may want to experience is you may want to experience healthy eating this week. If you want to experience healthy eating this week, what's the first freaking thing you have to do? You have to have some healthy food in your house because you can't eat what you don't have. And so you need to make your kitchen a garden of Eden. So it needs to have lots of colorful fruit and vegetables in there. Otherwise, you can't eat what you don't have. So if that's something you want to experience this week, this is powerful, guys. This is powerful, 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 powerful. If that is something that you want to experience this week, you have to have that in your kitchen. What else do you want to experience this week? Some of you may say, you know what, I want to experience love this week. Well, in order to experience love, you have to plan love. You can plan love. You can plan love. Who do you want to love upon? Because what you give comes back to you boomeranged and multiplied. Okay? So who can you show love to right now? If you're not married and you want to be married, you can start expressing love to people in your life that you know and trust, such as a mom, a dad, a best friend. Start showing love to them. If you want to be married, there's no reason, and you live alone at home and you want to be married, there's no reason why you shouldn't be pretending that you are already married now, acting as if, setting a second place mat at the table for your spouse with the plate and the glass and the fork and the candle, and you're like, I'm setting it up because I'm acting as if, I'm envisioning. Because when you use the power of envisioning, it is a mechanism that actually is a magnet that draws these experiences to you, because the subconscious doesn't know the difference between real and make-believe. Or as I like to say,